Today I'm going to be giving an update on my video about what Wall Street Bets isn't telling you about HCMC stock. Let's get into the video. Hi everyone, my name is Zach and welcome back to Finance Bro. Before we get started with the video, I'd like to ask you guys to please leave a comment of your favorite stock at the moment, why it's your favorite stock at the moment, and to also leave a like and subscribe as it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And if you want 2 free stocks that could be worth up to $1,850, then go ahead and click the first link in the description and get all signed up with WeBull. But without any further ado, let's get into today's stock, ticker symbol HCMC. So obviously I made a video about HCMC about a month ago and it wasn't very well received by a lot of people because I kind of bashed on the stock and the OTC market as a whole, and that was mostly the viewers that were coming to my video. I do not really trade on the OTC markets. I pretty much make it a point not to. There are a few stocks on the OTC markets that I think do have some potential upside and could be good companies, such as Planet 13, but for the most part, I try to stay away from the OTC markets. In the video I made on HCMC, I basically talked about how Wall Street Bets basically presents a flawed picture of what could happen with HCMC. Now I did leave a few things out and I do want to respond to some comments that had some valid points about HCMC stock and the potential upside that it could have. But in the video I said that it could lose 50% of its value and it was at 0.002 and now the stock is trading at 0.001. So it literally did exactly what I said it did, and people, if you were investing from the time I made this video until now in HCMC stock, you would have lost 50% of your position. So basically exactly what I said could happen, happened. And I'm not saying that to brag or anything, I'm just saying that this is the risk of investing in stocks that are less than a penny. This is basically just an update to this video, so if you guys are wondering like why is he not talking about what Wall Street Bets isn't telling us, it's because I talked about it in this video and it's an update on that video. But basically, Wall Street Bets isn't telling you that you could lose 100% of your money in this stock. But anyway, so I want to go over some comments, and this is the one that I love the most. He said, "Hopefully you won't erase this video and positive developments start to flow." And I would never erase a video unless like very extensive, circumstances happened. I'll never delete a video. So you guys can come back and flame me if this does go to a penny or whatever you guys think it will go to. Because technically there is a situation where HCMC could go to a penny. But I just don't think it's very likely, and I'll talk about that a little bit later in this video. I just want to go over this guy's comment because he did bring up some good points. He said, "I can't help but notice he didn't even mention the most massive of catalysts, which is the lawsuit of Philip Morris, and HCMC very much has a case and wants a jury trial. That is worth investing in it by itself." And then he said at the end, he said, "This is the first video of yours I've seen. You don't seem to research what you report on. No reason to watch another." Hey man, sorry that you'll probably actually watch this video because you're probably searching HCMC every day. But I'm sorry that you don't want to see the rest of my videos. I think I do a lot of research. I did not do enough research on HCMC when I did make this video, but I was correct in my analysis that it would go down by 50%. But I do want to address the lawsuit because that is the whole major catalyst that I did not bring up in this video, and I definitely should have. So HCMC basically has a lawsuit against Philip Morris, which could result in HCMC getting about $300 million from Philip Morris if it was successful. And that is what people are investing in. Just in case that does happen, that would probably 20 to 30 to 40 to 50x the stock, like anywhere in between there. It could do any numbers close to that. So basically it could like 30x the stock. So if you put $1,000 in it, you could make $30,000. And I know that is very appealing to a lot of you, but a lot of people are investing a good portion of their account in this stock that pretty much I'd put their chances from 1 to 5% winning that lawsuit. And I'd put their chances at this stock returning to like 1/100th of a penny at more like 50%. So I just want to bring up their balance sheet real quick. Basically their total assets currently sit at about 11 million, and this is why people are so excited about this lawsuit, because if they can win this lawsuit, they would have $300 million in cash, and that would solve all of the problems they have. But if we look at their balance sheet, if they don't win this lawsuit, they only have $3 million in current assets, and they have about 5.6 million in current liabilities. So right off the bat, I don't like to see that at all, because current liabilities are things that need to be paid within the next year, and current assets is what could be liquidated in the next year. So they're going to be taking on more debt. They also have about $8 million in total debt that they need to pay back, and they only have $3 million in current assets. So where are they putting their assets? They're basically, you know, relying on this. They're basically relying on this lawsuit to work out, because they are in shambles on their balance sheet. Their balance sheet is terrible. And if you guys can see, over the past 4 years, it's been bouncing between 11 million to 14 million to 15 million to now 12 million. So they're not improving their balance sheet at all. And they've actually gotten way worse. They had 9 million in current assets in 2018. Now they only have 3 million. And they didn't even, you know, they've just been getting more debt. They're not even paying down their debt. So if we look at their income statement too, they have about 14 million in revenue, and that's down from 15 million. A lot of people were saying in the comments of my video that, you know, revenue is down, their EBITDA is down because of COVID and everything that happened there. And that's understandable, but when you're investing in a company, you want to see growth. There was no COVID in 2019 to 2018. They only gained about $400,000 in total revenue. This company is not improving at all. So if they win, it all boils down to, if they win this lawsuit, yeah, you could 20x your money. If they don't, you're probably gonna lose your whole position, because it's just gonna return to the levels it was at before. So this is a huge gamble. If you're willing to take the gamble and you think that they have a chance, sure, you know, invest in HCMC. I mean, I'm never going to tell you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor, but, you know, whatever you want to do, it's basically gambling. But I'd put your chances at about 1 to 5% that they win this lawsuit. Do you want to take that chance? That's up to you. If you put $100 in, you 30x your money, you get $3,000. You know, that's super cool. Not something I want to do. I want to keep my $100. I want to put it in something safer. Maybe you know, still have growth potential. A lot of, like, Corsair Gaming is one of my favorite stocks right now. A lot of people will bring up, you know, that they have this big vitamin news boosting HCMC. I mean, this is good for the company. It could increase revenue. It could get their profits, you know, higher. Could, you know, increase their total assets. But at the end of the day, this isn't going to be a catalyst. It's going to send this thing 50% higher. You HCMC investors need to win this lawsuit, or else things are not going to be going well or your way. Obviously, this thing was trading up to almost a penny at one point. Way overvalued. They're basically pricing in winning this lawsuit. And then I made my video around when it was at 2/10 of a penny, and now it's down to 1/10 of the penny. So, you know, this thing, eventually, if you don't win the lawsuit, you're just going to return to these 1/100th of a penny levels. So you could lose literally 90% of your position if you don't win this lawsuit, in my opinion. Is this a trend line you want to be investing in? Personally, I don't want to. It's been consolidating over the past week. This is just not a good stock, guys. I know you guys are going to dislike this video because a lot of you are probably investing in HCMC and you want some confirmation bias, but I'm not here to give you that. I'm here to give you my real thoughts. Thank you everyone for listening to this video. If you did listen, hear me out, understand my perspective on this stock, and would like to leave a like, I'd really appreciate that. If not, I understand. Penny stocks, or less than a penny stocks, are for some people. They're not for me. But I'll still talk about it and warn investors, because this is a huge thing. You know, you could lose a lot of money on this stock, like your whole position. So I would only advocate for you to, you know, only put a small position or a small amount of your account on this if you're going to be investing in this. But I'm not a financial advisor. If you do want financial advice, make sure you seek it out from a professional financial advisor. And if you want 2 free stocks worth up to $1,850, make sure you get it. First link down in the description. Sign up with WeBull and get 2 free stocks. But thank you guys all for watching the video. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as it really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and it shows we're doing something right here. But my name is Zach, and I'll see you in the next video.